Story number 8 now across LA County. There are thousands of children who've been removed from their homes and are now living with what are traditionally known as foster families. There is an ever-present need for more people to open their homes and hearts as well to these kids. KCAL's Marcy Gonzalez, a foster parent herself, walks us through what it takes to get certified and the incredible impact it can actually make on a family. Marcy, I love that you're sharing this story. We've all heard your personal story, so I love that you're sharing this with everyone else.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be able to share this with all of you. You know, I was someone who always thought that I'd like to be a foster parent one day, but I thought that was far down the line for me, maybe sometime after I raised my own family. But then I learned about just how big the need is and that I actually didn't have to wait because there are so many amazing kids who could use a loving, stable home right now. Denia first went into foster care when she was 12 years old.
People don't understand, like, when they're complaining about, like, their own family, it's like, to foster child, it's like, well, at least you have one. You know, like, they don't really get to see their actual family. And that's something they struggle with.
She is one of more than 14,000 children and young adults in the care of the Department of Children and Families in LA County. Right now, nearly 5,400 of them are living in foster homes with what are known as resource parents.
A resource parent, formerly foster parents, is the name that we call individuals who bring children into their care, open their hearts and their homes, and provide us assistance.
The Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services is constantly looking for more people willing to consider opening their homes to kids who, for one reason or another, are removed from their primary caregiver's custody.
There's a great need for resource parents in Los Angeles County. It always will be a need because, unfortunately, children continue to come into the system due to circumstances beyond their control.
It's a need Cora Pearson has stepped up to meet for more than 4 decades.
This is my family.
Her family started growing when she first became a resource parent in 1976. Since then, she's opened her home in Harbor City to more than 400 children.
As they would call and say they have a child that need a home, and I would say, let me think about it. And then I would say yes, because they needed a home. It's all about needing a home and helping and nurturing and supporting.
Pearson says it wasn't always easy, but the rewards for the children and herself were countless.
I did children from 0, fresh out of the womb, to 18, and it was just a wonderful experience seeing how the children integrated in the family and supported each other. They gave love because they wanted love. And the rewards that I seen, you know, from the children that I had nurtured and supported, it was just a great reward.
Resource parents can be single or in a relationship. They have to pass a background check, complete an online training course, pass a home inspection, and while there is a stipend paid to resource parents, they do have to meet an income requirement. But Pearson says the first step is the easiest.
Call in, go to orientation, see if this is something for you. It may not be for you. You might want to be a volunteer or a mentor.
That conversation could change the course of a child like Denia's life and your own.
Foster kids deserve love, like someone to love them as their own, like their own mother should have. At the end of the day, you'll feel good about it, knowing that you're helping this child who has been through a lot.
And Denia is such a remarkable young woman. She's 18 now, just graduated from high school and is starting college. And she credits much of her success to the amazing resource parent she's lived with for the past 6 years. Now, it's worth noting that some of DCF's cases do go to adoption, but the primary goal of being a resource parent is to support the child's reunification with their family whenever possible. And if you want to learn more about signing up or other ways to help, you can go to kcalnews.com/SeenOnTV.
And I know that the goal is really to help the children, but I have seen firsthand how having a special child in your home has just really changed you. I mean, I've seen the joy and the happiness in you
It
firsthand.
really does bring so much joy, not only to me and to my husband, but we have a biological son. He's 3 years old, and he has loved having these other children in our home. We fostered a teenager first, and it was so great for my son to have a big brother.
Yes.
And that child is still a part of our lives. He's not living with us, but he is considered a part of our family forever. And now we're fostering a baby. We've had her for the past 6 months, and now my son gets to be a big brother, and he's loving that as well. And so it really is rewarding. It can be challenging.
Yes.
It isn't for everyone. But my husband and I actually started this about a year ago because we saw a story on the news and we saw the need and said, you know what, maybe we just see what this is all about. Sign up for the classes and see if it feels like a good fit. And it did.
Yeah.
And so here we are. And so I encourage other people to at least look into it if this is something that speaks to you.
Yeah, because I didn't think that two working parents full-time with, tough jobs could do this, but you make it work.
You make it work. I mean, just like all parents do. Yeah, and that's, I think, an important message is that this isn't just for stay-at-home parents. You can still, you can have other children, you can have jobs, you can have a life and still open your home to these children.
Yes, well, thank you for what you're doing, and thanks for sharing the story, Marcy.
Thanks, Amy.